And there we go. We got AP. So let's go ahead and rock it with what we got, because if we accept one more, then we're going to end up going over. Should we ping the others before we start, or should we just go because obviously we can't hold everybody else? But then again, everybody might not show up, and so I'm also conflicted by that. Oh, Emmanuel's just one game. Okay. I mean... Oh, geez. Okay. See, I have no idea. So I was just going with whatever. So my bad. Oh, and thank you, Suave Cat. I appreciate that. I was gonna say I'm just, I'm glad people can enjoy it. But anyway, good luck, everybody. Good luck. And yes, indeed, Ari, bigger bar. Bar is getting gains for wintertime, which is pretty darn nice. Here we go. All right, I hope we're not being goofs here and sending too early. But, I mean... See, that I was just like, wow, you and Cress ended up being teammates in Shotgun and in World Cup? Nice. Sorry, also trying to finish my yogurt here before it gets warm, because warm yogurt's not great. There we go. All right. Time to play some golf.
Nice shot.
Oh, boy. All right. Neck crack, neck crack. How far are we? 100 yards. So... let's put it there. Wind's with us a little bit. Nah, I think that it was actually the line. I just didn't hit it hard enough. That probably needed to be more like, up the halfway up the one dot. But I mean, we'll take it. It wasn't a bad approach by any stretch of the imagination. Ooh, Cress. I figured some people were going to get the Eagles there, 100%. Oh, it was just Cress. Okay. Very nice, Eagle Cress. Could I have gotten that with an iron easier? Maybe. Did I want to hit driver anyway? 100%. So. Boom. 0 wins. Okay. I'm pretty sure it is... and I can't remember if box position affects this or not. I think we're in, like, quote-unquote neutral box position for this. I feel like maybe that would be a good terminology for, this nonsense where it's like, are you in a neutral tee box? Are you in the left tee box or the right tee box? And very nice hole in one, Taylor. Very nice. That is precisely what I wanted. I just don't know if it's what I needed. Okay, it worked out. How about that? That was not how that was supposed to work at all. As soon as I saw that hit the fringe, I was just like, oh no. But we'll take the luck. Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Ari. Appreciate it. That was a wild way to get a hole in one, that's for freaking sure. And thank you, Ike. Appreciate. Like I said, not how I drew it up. But nice one as well, Taylor. We will take the home ones. And now we join Cress up in the promised land. Ooh, wins actually look... I don't think they're as beneficial as I thought.
Nice shot.
I probably should have left that where it was. Would have been in a better spot for potential uppies. Maybe that worked. I don't know. I think we should probably have been more where like Terrence was. Although it's that pin, so we weren't really getting uppies regardless, I don't think. So.
Nice shot.
Not going to try and mess around with that. Just going to try and end up in the bunker and get a nice chip on it. Or we cleared the bunker. I mean, same difference for the most part, but... Okay. So, to account for the wind, we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to hit it right here. I can't believe that was not hard enough and did that. That's actually disgusting. Because, truth, like, it's usually dead aim. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to put a little bit to the left to account for the wind, and then we're going to be good. I can't believe it did that. Like, that was just mean. And truthfully, I mean, nope, not going to say nothing. Okay, Taylor actually had the gumption to put some oomph on that. Everybody else somehow ended up short. It's just the rest of us were thinking, oh, hey, is, you know, it gonna run up with the wind? And the wind just kind of said, nah, not really. So Taylor's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna jam this thing down the throat and we'll be good. So nicely done, Taylor. All right. Well. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so over this distance. I honestly think that's going to be fine. That was undersent. When I flicked my hands down, I felt it immediately. Please don't have a lot of backspin. All right, cool. We got away with it on that one just because of the very weak. Wow, very nice hole in one, Cress. As soon as I saw that thing go up there, I was just like, whoa, that was great.
Nice birdie.
Oh, and hello, Dylan, and thank you. I appreciate it. And I did not see what happened to Emmanuel, and I'm genuinely sorry to see the par. 2 home. Wow. Okay. Taylor's going off right now. 2 home ones. Very nice to Taylor and to Cress. Okay, Win working with us a little bit.
Nice shot.
That should be all right. Actually, hold on. There you go.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I didn't think we quite had the chutzpah to get all the way up, but worth a shot. But ahoy, Dylan. If you didn't hear me before, sorry there was ads. But thank you. I appreciate it. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna say that needs to be farther, especially at the wind like that. Not much. All right. Wait. Yeah. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, I hit that a little firm, so I mean it wasn't gonna work out regardless. But if I hadn't hit that so hard, maybe.
Nice birdie.
Oh, and good. I'm glad you're back as well, Zen. And okay, cool. I wasn't sure, Dylan. It's hard to tell with the accursed ads sometimes. But 8765543. I don't actually remember. I lost it after that. Oh God, I'm sorry, Zen. Well, hey, it was your first shot, and you know, if you keep giving it a crack, I'm sure you got this. Because if somebody like me can figure it out, you can definitely figure it out.
Nice shot.
I just need to figure it out better because I would like to improve my stream quality as well. Just, you know, certain things. Okay, we're 185. Wind is with us a little bit. Ooh, be good. No, I could tell. That's why I started saying no. That was so good, and then it just kept going right, man. Oh, that sucks. Oh, and hey, Joe. Good to see you. Although, damn, hell of a message to come in with. Not like a, hey, good luck or anything. It's a don't choke. Man, Joe coming in here straight brutal.
Nice birdie.
I thought you were my friend, Joe. You're good. I was just like, damn, okay. I almost choked that putt thinking about not choking. Hey, it's a good hey, and we summon Satan. We always take that. But hey, but we take that, Ike. Doesn't matter how you got there, but you got there. Oh jeez. That's a lot of trees. Alright.
Nice shot.
No, I know, Joe. And I appreciate it. Although, wow, that ended up causing a lot more discussion than I was expecting. I just kind of let it go because, it looked like you and Zed kind of had the whole thing. I wasn't going to make a stink about it. I was just kind of like, oh, hey. I was just wondering why the leaderboard was scored this way because, most leaderboards that I see kind of do it like this way. But, like, I totally understand. But yeah, so thanks for the whole restructure and putting in all that effort. I appreciate you. And hey, your record's back on the board too, and that's pretty cool. And I don't think it like delegitimizes anything, truthfully. I mean, there's still a limit to how many is going to go on the leaderboard because that's the point of like a top 10 or a top 20. But like, you know. But all right, let's see here. I'm gonna hit this. I don't know if that was hard enough. I think I wussed out. I did wuss out. That was absolutely the line.
Nice approach.
I knew what the line was too because I missed it just barely, and was watching that clip from like last stream, and so I was just like, okay, just get the speed right.
Nice birdie.
Oh yeah, no, you did totally fine, Joe. I get it 100%. Yeah, I was gonna say, who would have thought that that the server would get to over 2,000 people. I hadn't really thought about it, truthfully. I just kind of joined the Discord server and then didn't really think about it again after that. But it is kind of crazy considering it's like, it certainly has changed quite a bit. The golden age, though, huh? I was gonna say, if we're doing it like comic books, where it's like the golden age, the silver age, and all that good stuff. I was gonna say, what age are we in now? What do you all think? I was gonna say, I truthfully don't have a name for it. Let's see. All right, let's go over that.
Nice shot.
Nah, still not enough credit. At least it wasn't a bad shot. Ooh, shoosh.
Nice.
If that one didn't have quite as much zip, that one might have actually been pretty darn good. It just comes tearing back down that hill.
Nice birdie.
The under 20 age? Are you saying the average age of the Discord server is that young? Or are you saying the average score for minus 18 holes now is 20 under? Ah, very fair, very fair. Ah, yes. I was gonna say, I've apparently been a member of the server since the 4th day. So it officially opened on January 29th, if I recall correctly, and I became a member on February 3rd. Technically, I got invited on. I actually got invited by Rohan before the server was open because Rohan happened to catch me streaming in early January, since my first stream was like January 9th. But yeah. So he got me streaming on Twitch and was just like, hey, I'm thinking about starting this Discord server if you'd be interested in being a part of it, since, you know, you're playing the game and you seem really cool. And I was just like, well, I don't know about the second part, but I appreciate the invite. um, but yeah, and I didn't have a Discord at the time. I had never downloaded Discord, actually. Actually, no. Change that. I had downloaded Discord like literally a couple months before that, for another reason, and it was the first time and I was just like, oh wait, I just figured out how to do that. So yeah, but then I had to figure out how to make a new account because obviously I didn't want to use my regular account, so I decided to go with you know currently Noptouch ones. So yeah. And then when Rohan ended up inviting me and I ended up joining, it was so small at that point. Like, I think 7 or 8 people. I just remember seeing the very earliest messages. That's maybe a little bit too much. Let's go there. Not hard enough. But we're in a good spot. That's what I was hoping for. I just didn't want to be back and on the hill having to make some stupidly weird putt. So if I was going to miss, that's where I wanted to miss. And I cannot believe I fucking cooked that putt. Like, I'm playing fine, not really thinking about much, and then you're telling me I hit a fucking 7-footer too hard, and that's how I get a fucking par. Yeah, god damn it. Ooh, man, it is really interesting seeing everybody's joined date, because, yeah, some of us have been here for a while, some of us have been here recently, but either way, it is very interesting seeing everybody. Oh no, I 100% agree, Dylan, but I'm just still fucking pissed that it was because of fucking putt. Like, I lay it up in a good spot, finally, like, I'm just like, okay, cool, we're doing good. I'm not really thinking about it, I'm having a good time, and then that fucking happens, and I immediately get fucking angry. Because I'm just like, why? But anyway, so I joined the Discord server, and I just remember, let me see here. I actually remember, I don't know why I have this in my brain, but, and this person is still a, fucking admin. Oh, wait. Holy shit, no, they're not. Never mind. I don't know what happened to them. I guess they got removed. I guess they finally left the server. That's crazy. Because I just saw the admin list got updated. But wow, they were part of the Discord server since the very beginning, and now I don't see them on there anymore. That's crazy. But it was, like, Dumbo or Dum Dumbo or something like that. I can't quite remember. But I just remember when they, like, it was like the first day I was on and they were just like, oh, hey, can I have admin? And then I never saw them again. Like, really didn't play the game or anything along those lines. Nothing. And I was just like, whoa. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, they obviously had their role and, we're in it all the way up until, I guess, recently. But yeah, crazy.
Nice shot.
Nope. Gave the win too much credits. Oh no, like I don't think they were actually still doing stuff, I'm pretty sure, but like
Nice birdie.
Dumbo. Okay. Thank you, Joe. I figured you would remember. Oh, okay, so he has been missing. I got you. That's a shame, because yeah, that was one of the OGs. Like literally they were one of the first like 6 people in the server. Oh yeah, no, I get it. You got to deactivate the, like dormant accounts so that nobody can take advantage of it. I get it. Oh jeez. Me and admin. Oh boy. It's kind of funny because I remember asking Rohan about that forever ago. Like 2 years ago, it was maybe when like, because I've also been sheltering people into the Discord ever since the beginning. Not because I was asked to, but just because I genuinely like the Discord. Like if you go back and listen to a bunch of my streams, usually, and I usually say the same thing over and over again. It's like, hey, if you are interested, you should join the Discord. It's not mine, so I'm not like self promoting or anything. But if you want to meet a bunch of great people and play golf on a regular basis, I would recommend joining the Discord server. How many people have joined the Discord server due to that? I have no idea. But like it is really neat when people are just like, yeah, thanks, I'll go check that out, and then they just end up. It is funny because some of them that have joined have absolutely gotten to the point where they are way better than me, and I just always find that hilarious because I'm just kind of like, yep, you saw me playing, you're just like, wow, this is interesting, and then I was like, yeah, you should join the Discord server, and then immediately just transcend, and I'm just like, nice, very nice, congratulations. Man, everybody else in the lobby is probably just like, man, will he shut up and just play? And I'm just kind of like, I'm sorry, this is just what I do.
Nice approach.
Oh, it's all right, Joe. It was just kind of funny because at the time, it's like I had messaged Rohan privately, and I think it was like, here, I could actually tell you specifically because I have Discord pulled up. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I asked for admin on October 1st, 2023. And I remember like thinking about asking, but then got too nervous because I was just like, well, what do I know about being an admin? I don't really know anything about Discord, and I don't think I'd be inherently helpful. So, like, what would I be an admin for? Because,
Nice shot.
I don't want to just be like a dead weight admin or anything. I don't know what the responsibilities are. So, I just was like, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to ask anyway. Why not? And, Rohan was he was very nice about it. He was just like, yeah, sorry, we have enough admins at the current moment. And I was like, oh no, you're totally fine. I just figured I'd ask. Sorry. Let me hit this really quick. Very nice, Ike. Very nice. And I undersend the fuck out of that. That's really annoying. Because that's supposed to be, that is my pin. Like, I know exactly what to do in that scenario. And I hit it a couple times outside of a really disappointing lip a couple weeks ago. But, like, I was so confident in that. And then all of a sudden, oh boy, whoever's lip that was also very painful. And then I immediately just absolutely fuck up the power. That's really annoying. Oh god, that was Cress. I'm sorry, Cress. But yeah, very, very nice to Ike with the Albie. Oh no, I do not blame you at all for that, Joe. I was gonna say, because yeah, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, and then after that, I just kind of haven't sort of thought about it. You know, I saw new admins come and new admins go and all that good stuff, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's awesome. And it was definitely people that had either been around for a while or had obviously really been, dedicated to the Discord, and then yeah, I got told that it was like a nomination process, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I had no idea. But yeah, I was gonna say. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I guess like what would entail the whole admin status thing? Ooh, does that mean I'd be able to host my own tournament finally? Because I've actually been wanting to do that for a minute too. I guess I could have done that independently, but I want to do it in co-op with the Discord server, not against it. And I mean, I guess you don't have to be an admin to run a tournament, but I guess it makes things easier. Anywho.
Nice shot.
Nah, not hard enough.
Nice on.
Yes, exactly. The top-notch ones. But that I actually kind of like that. Like that's a good one. I was trying to come up with a very similar pun or title for the tournament, truthfully. Like the top-notch classic or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, man, people are gonna hate saying the tournament name, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I kind of did that intentionally. um, just to be a goop, but ah, interesting. Another ranked tournament, huh? I was gonna say, I think I participated in both of the previous ones, I believe. I was gonna say, I don't see why I wouldn't be playing in them, Joe. As long as I'm playing this game, I feel like I'm just gonna try and participate in almost as many tournaments as I can. Just because A, what else am I doing? B, tournaments are fun, and C, you know, people enjoy it. Same here, obviously. So ooh, sweet. Okay. I didn't know that either. That would be pretty cool. Truthfully, it's like just because I'm not really on my phone too terribly much. I know some people can hop on Discord and be on there like all day, every day, all that good stuff. And again, that's not me shading. That's just me merely explaining the difference between me and some other people because it's like that's why I feel like I miss out on a bunch. But like also at the same time, it's like, you know, I also just don't want to be on my phone that much. So, And I've never really been like a texter kind of person. I've always been like, that's why I never shut up on stream, but like you never hear a peep out of me on the Discord server because I'm just not a typer slash texter.
Nice shot.
That might have been a bit too firm. I really need to stop and like, yeah, no, it was. If, jeez, okay. Clearly, I'm not 100% focused right now. The only, like, I could have actually played a much better game at this point if I had actually, like, focused up. But my brain, like I said, it's been a bit scattered today. It's been a bit of a weird day. And rather, I got some rather depressing news earlier, and I was just like, I kind of want to do something to take my mind off of it. But I don't know if making me focus on something so hard was actually helpful or hurtful. Um, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, not a good idea to backspin it at it. We're gonna have to chip it at it and see if we can finagle this. Yeah. I could tell it wasn't high enough from the moment I hit it, but you know, I was hoping.
Nice birdie.
Oh yeah, have a good night, Ari. Appreciate you for stopping out, seriously. And get some rest, enjoy your sleeps. And yeah, that's another good one, Dylan, the noptational. I actually do like that. Man, you all coming up with some good names. I appreciate you all. If I end up using either of those names, if I ever host a tournament, I'm going to have to credit you both. Be like, hey, these were not my names. Well, I guess my name's in the title, kind of, but it wasn't my creation.
Nice shot.
Okay, so we still have a decent score. So, like, we can still put something together here, and I'd rather put together something than nothing. So, let's see if we can, like, clutch out the last few holes with some rather impressive shenanigans, huh? So, speaking of, very nice Emmanuel with the eagle. See, that's the kind of energy I need. Okay. And that was under cent. Maybe not. No. If that was sent a little further, it might have been okay. But wow, okay. Another eagle by Taylor. Sheesh.
Nice birdie.
I was going to say, great eagles. Okay. Oh, gee. Oh, actually, no, we're fine. And totally go for cut through here.
Nice shot.
Ooh, we got the launch roll. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's really going to help us all, but I mean, we'll take it. It almost got us in line with the wind, but I think I actually know what I want to do here to make this work. It's going to be a little something like that. And it's going to be a little something like that. Yes. Ha ha. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. And thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Oh, damn. Sheesh. Terrence ended up getting screwed there again. Oh, no. Yeah, you're not kidding, Ike. I agree. Let's see what Taylor's got. Oof. It was close. I was very happy that I ended up getting in line with the wind as I did, so that I think ended up making everything go my way. But hey, all right, like I said, we're trying to clutch it out in the last couple holes, and getting an eagle on 16 is definitely going in the right direction. If we can somehow finagle this into like a minus 21, I would be happy. So we'll see if we can get it there. That means birdie eagle. We can do that. That's a good point, because I would totally do that if Aiden would be down. And then I know Sensei and I had talked about doing something, but I'm not sure what. So, yeah. I would be down. And plus, since it's winter time, the whole reason why I was, because obviously, if you can't tell, I rather enjoy doing stuff outside when I have the ability to. So when it's nice outside, I go on vacations and stuff like that. And, going on road trips and stuff. But yeah, during the winter time, I really don't do anything. So, so more time to dedicate to this. Let's see here. Okay. And then with the wind being the way it is, I'm pretty sure we could just full send this.
Nice shot.
Oh, be good. Nope. Just a little bit too far over. Dang. I don't know if we could get it better than that, because when it hits that hill, I'm just not sure. But we'll take it. I mean, there's the birdie on 17, so.
Nice birdie.
Oh, well, thanks, Joe. I was going to say, and like, I've seen some other people. Oh, wow, nice birdies, everybody. Heck yeah. We love it when we see all birdies on 17, 100%. But yeah, I've seen some other streamers do this where they have like everybody in voice chat, but it's like you can see it through everybody's stream. Wow, okay, well, we couldn't have gotten much of a worse scenario here. That's for sure. All right, pretty sure I can aim right there, and then I'll be fine. Yeah, because the wind's gonna stop us from getting up.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that'll be just fine. Actually, better than fine. We got real close. But Yeah, I've seen, and again, it's just somebody else that I happen to know that I saw doing this, and I was like, oh, that seems really neat. I'm gonna play this safe and go right there.
Nice shot.
Okay, cool. We played it safe for good reason. And no AP. And Terrence. Jesus. Absolutely brutal from hole 18. I am going to go 9 here just to cut under the wind a bit. We're going to aim it right here. And we're going to try and roll this some bitch up there. You feel me? Okay. Wow. I even needed to hit the 9. Wow, nice. I even needed to hit the 9 iron harder. Of course, it ends up being a shitty hole 18 that stops me from the minus 21, you jerk.
Nice bird.
Well, darn, if we hadn't have done those silly screw-ups when we weren't paying attention, that actually could have been a pretty decent game, like a minus 22. Maybe even a minus 23. But my brain is clearly not all here. So, and nice putt, Ike. But yeah, so sorry about that for anybody that's just kind of like, hey. Yes, GG's. I'm going to take a screeny. GG's all.
Finish.
All right, heading back to the lobby because Emmanuel is dropping out, and then we're gaining another person, I believe. All right. Sweet. Well, thank you again, Emmanuel, for the game. And we are getting Tasmanian, or no, sorry, Tasmanian Devil in here. And there they are. All right, cool. All right, is everybody ready to go for game 2? If I don't think we need anybody else. Oh, you're good, Joe. It ended up being Taylor. Taylor ended up winning with minus 23. But cool. I think everybody's ready to rock, so let's go ahead and do it if nobody's got any objections.
Golf.
Well, good luck, good luck.
Here we go.
All right, well, good luck in game 2, everybody. Good luck. I'm going to try, Dylan. That first match, I was like, there was definitely some sauce to be had. I was just being a little bit of a goofy goober. So let's try and ungoofy this goober and maybe put up a solid score. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try and have fun. But I just more mean I got to, like, seriously serious this.
Nice shot.
I maybe somebody got that reference. I would be very surprised if anybody actually did. Now the real question is do we go driver here again or do we try and use the iron? Cuz like the wind is kind of sort of doing what I want. Actually, the wind might be doing precisely what I want for driver strat. Like, just putting it to the right enough for me. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go driver. How far are we out? 84? Okay. So I'm going to say right about here. Go, baby. Oh, man. I shorted it again. By about the same distance. Again, it's not bad. Like, I will take that, but, you know, just a little bit off. Driver's a very precise instrument. Einstein, circa 1896. Uh-huh. You could take the goober out of the goofy, but you can't take the goofy out of the goober. Understood. And how very philosophical, Dylan, because you're absolutely right. A goober can be taken out of the goofy. But once you got the goofy in you, you can't take it out because you're a goober. Hey, that's alright. I'm fine being part of the Goofy Goober fan club. That, sir, is $5 goober dollars. Or is it $4 goober dollars? I can't remember. Oh no, I'm getting old. What the hell? This is the same scenario. This is the same scenario as the last game. I mean, we got lucky with a flag shot last game. Let's see if we can actually hit it right this game and, you know, do it good. I think I did the same exact thing I did last time. Not quite. It's just because I didn't hit it hard enough. That needed to be just barely harder. Like, barely harder. Very nice to Ike and to Cress. And to Taylor. See, I wanted to be a part of the whole one fan club. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. That's what I thought. It was $5 goober dollars. Legal tender at any participating Looby Goober. But he doesn't get to say the end of that because Dennis picks him up and he's just kind of like, it's going to take a lot more than 5. But what are these? And that was the only time in the movie that he says fools, too, just like Plankton. And then he says he loves his job, but then he ends up getting crushed. How ironic. But then, you know, or sorry, not crushed. He ends up hitting the boat. Which I'm surprised. The man was actually able to get flattened on a boot, survive on said boot for when, like, the, you know, the guy in the scuba suit literally, like, is in the shop, has all that time to, like, leave, torture SpongeBob and Patrick, use the bathroom, all that good stuff. And Dennis survived on the bottom of that freaking boot out of water for that entire time and then finally decided to show back up on David Hasselhoff. Like, the man was unstoppable. How does he just get taken out by getting hit by a boat? Like, that seems like chump change compared to what he just went through.
Nice shot.
Especially considering he fell back into the water, you know? It's just kind of like, the man is definitely still out there. Maybe it just took him a while to get back. But then he was able to catch up to, you know, the Hoff while being a puddle on the bottom of this guy's boot. So, I mean, like, I don't know what kind of, like... Maybe we should have Dennis in, like, the power scaling website to see how powerful he would be. Like, what would he be? Like, a C7 or something like that? I didn't hit it hard enough. I think it actually would have been fine if I would have hit it. Sorry, my brain's thinking about SpongeBob lore now, so.
Nice birdie.
Exactly, peak plot armor for sure. But, like, you know, the man survived it, though, so that's why I'm just kind of like, you know, you could have just been done with him when he got stepped on, you know? He would have been finished off the same way as Plankton usually is. It would have been pretty cathartic, but I do like the twist where it's just like, you know, usually that can, you know, temporarily, you know, put Plankton down. But like Dennis though, Dennis a different dude. He built different.
Nice shot.
Don't be too hard. I thought it was dead aim, man. What was that? I thought we had it. And I totally will after that, Ike, because boy, I need to like crack my back after missing that by that much. Like I 100% thought that this pin was dead aim, and then it was like, I think I hit it a little bit too hard. Like I thought the power might have been like 3.4, 3.45, but I guess it also depends on your pin position. But yeah, 100% thought that was dead aim, and you can see why. But apparently that just wasn't it, Chief. And dang, sorry, Tesh. Hey, and Taylor ended up locking it down again. Very nice. Oh, it might have also just been a box position thing, and that's why I missed, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Ah. Aha, see? Yeah. That's what I thought. I just thought that... Oh, boy. Ooh, okay. That ended up working out. I'm just glad that didn't end up in the bunker so you'd have this messy chip, Ike. I mean, the putt's still a little bit weird, but at least it's a putt, not a chip. Ugh. All right, so we're almost firing on all cylinders, but like it I would say we're running on like 4 out of 6 cylinders right now. Which by some people's standards that would be bad. By my standards, it's, you know, it's getting the job done. This is the same scenario again, just a different pin position. That's funny. And based off of that, that means I'll aim this slightly farther this way, and then we'll be in an even better spot. Theoretically. Or we're gonna be in roughly the same spot. That's okay. We couldn't make it up with this win last time, so I doubt we're gonna be able to make it up with this win this time. But I mean... Oh, hi, everybody. But, hey, we'll give it a shot.
Nice shot.
Yep, not quite. Close, though. Pretty darn close. Okay, so... Chip in here would be real good. And honestly, the wind is doing what I want just too well. So let's put it like right there. Let's hit it right there. How in the fuck?
Nice approach.
A, it doesn't lip at all. And B, how the fuck does that stay up? God damn it. Not to Taylor getting an eagle. That's very, very good. It's a very nice eagle yet again, Taylor. And I wasn't trying to sound salty in that one either, because I'm not. Like, again, super uber good. I'm never going to be upset by other people doing good, you know? I'm only ever going to get upset if I'm doing bad. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing bad. I'm getting close, but I'm not getting the cigar. And I'm just like, man, we've had so many opportunities, clearly. And I'm just kind of like, you know. So I'd rather quit with the and actually, start canning some of these. Okay. That took one weird bounce.
Nice approach. Nice birdie.
Man, quite a few very good shots. I see quite a few people right around the hole. I saw you there, AP. Very nice shot. I was gonna say, were you within 2 feet? Because it definitely looked like it. Hmm. Where, oh, where are we gonna find this? And we got time. I would like to come out of the front nine at least one extra under, but I mean, then all of a sudden we walk up to seven, and seven's like this, and I'm like, brother man, why? All right, cool. 197. Yep, I think we did what we needed to do so that we can finagle this. Actually, I don't think we can finagle. I don't know. I mean, we can definitely finagle it. I just don't know if it's the right decision. It's like, Spoon here's, nah, we need to make it over. So I'm just going to put it where I think it will be okay with Spoon. I'm going to say right about there, based on how much the wind's going to move this, I think. And then we'll go.
Nice shot.
Ooh, don't hit the fringe. And get down a little bit. Okay, we'll take that. I'm surprised that ended up where it did. I was expecting to be farther over to the left, but no, that thing really did come like all the way back. Okay, this time it happened on hole 7. That's great.
Nice par.
Phew. I'm really glad I didn't do what my brain just mentally projected after having that happen. It's one of those situations where it's just like you did that, and then you just immediately, as hard as I could, I wanted to spike my controller into the floor. Like, just stand up calmly and then just absolutely yeet this thing into my fucking floorboards harder than I possibly could. Like, as hard as I possibly could. Like, all of the tendons in my arms just exploding, my arm almost getting ripped out of socket, you know, just spiking this thing into the floor. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good mental image, I must say. It would have been very satisfying if that's something that was actually feasible, but nah, can't be doing that, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to stay and suffer. You know, I was joking about the whole suffering thing, but the game took me seriously, and well, I'm officially fucked this round. So I guess this falls into the we'll get him next week category. Which really fucking sucks considering we're not even in the back nine yet, and now I'm all of a sudden like, well, I just simply don't want to play this now. Like, I unfortunately know I can't leave, but the rest of this is going to be 100% meaningless. And that's just what really chaps my ass, because I feel like I'm just wasting my time now. Because I am. Because there's no coming back from that. Like, -5 after 8. To get anywhere close to where I'd want to be, I'd have to put up a -15 from this point forward, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's not possible, but like, fuck. I would have to absolutely go ape shit right now. Like, starting with this, like, I don't know, Eagle Albatross, some shit. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, so. The likelihood of that happening is slim to none, but
Nice shot.
you know, we here, I guess.
Nice shot.
And yeah, I know I put that over a bit far, but that's just because I really didn't feel like hitting the tree. Damn. Almost worked.
Nice approach.
That'd have been a pretty sick eagle, that's for sure.
Nice birdie.
Okay, now we need to put up a -14 through 9. That would be... Let's see. One shy of my personal best on the back 9. I mean, if I don't have to put up a PB, then that should be fine. I mean, if I do put up a PB, then all of a sudden, you know, like, I'm back in it. I'm backing up like a -21. That'd be a fuck ton of work for a -21, but at least it'd be that. Because right now, if we were to shoot everything just kind of ho-hum normal, which is a -11, then that would only put me at -17. And, that's bad. So, Ooh, 0 wins, whole 10. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. The game's just like, okay, here's your chance. You want it? Come and get it. And I'm just like, okay, I'll try. Because what else am I doing? I have to play this round anyway, so might as well try.
Nice shot.
Well,
Nice on.
I guess I was just a little bit too far over, huh?
Nice birdie.
Because, I mean, my power might have been a little bit firm, but damn. Ooh, wow, there's a few different ways that people got there, but good eagles for those that got them. Oh, no, that's fair, Ike. Although, in all fairness, I don't think my minus 17 would make any difference anyway, considering I play every week. If I wasn't able to get better than a minus 17 in the following weeks, then that would be pretty disgraceful. So, considering this is week 1, it's like I don't really care if I take a hard L on one of the rounds because I'm assuming I'm going to be able to put up at least 2 more rounds that are better than it. But 100% agree with the mentality because it's just kind of like, you are on a team, and if at the end of the day that score ends up counting and it costs your team, that kind of stuff, then you feel silly because you're just like, damn, if I had taken that more seriously, then we would have had a podium spot. So, all right. I don't know if that's going to be hard enough with the wind the way it is, but we wanted to hit fairway like that. Roll on up. Okay, it just barely made it in there. Thank goodness.
Hole in one.
All right. Oh. Back on track. I genuinely thought that thing was going to die right there. Like right at like 0.2, 0.1. And thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it. And thank you, Ike. I appreciate it. All right. Now we're only 4 strokes behind the leader. Okay, we got this. The momentum has started. Do you feel the shift? Do you hear the sound of distant footsteps?
Nice shot.
Ah, thought it was different. It's okay. How close are we? 213. Okay. Wind is with us. might be on the fringe. Nope, it hit the fairway. Ooh. If that could have been a nice high rainbow, hop right into the hole. Ah, what a lovely sight that would have been. It's a very inconsistent bounce right in front of there. That's why it's like you kind of want to hit green first, and maybe 3-iron should have been the play there, but I thought we could get it done with a spoon. We could not, so. All right, so 10, we didn't do anything. We barely missed. 11, we succeeded. We got the hole in one. 12, we needed the owie, but it's fine. Holy, okay, all right. And then hole 13 shows up, and it's just like, I got you, fam. So long as you can, you know, like, do the thing. And I'm just like, that results may vary, but we'll give it our best shot. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if that was firm or not. It was not. Nice. Oh, okay, that's 2 par 3s. That's 2 par 3s. Down. Thank you, Ike. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it. Just glad I was actually able to hit what I needed. Oh, nice. Very nice, Ike. Great hole in one. I don't know if I'd be giving me that name yet, Dylan, but I will freaking take it. I did get a really goofy scorecard on the back nine one time now that you're mentioning it. I got hole in one on 13, birdie on 14, eagle on 15, then birdie on 17, and then eagle on 18. Something like that. I can't remember. It was like a nice 2-1, 2-1. People were just like, wait a minute. So you got the... And I think I also birdied 12. So they're just like, wait a minute. So you're telling me you birdied the par 5s and then you got hole in one / eagles on the par 4s? What's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't freaking know.
Nice shot.
All right. About as good as we can do. Wind slightly against us.
Nice shot.
Nah, I didn't give the wind enough credit. That's it. That's it.
Nice on.
Okay, it's that. Okay, eagle on 14. Oh yeah, the wacky scorecards for sure. Whoa, okay, Terrence. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Holy, great albatross. That's an insane albie from there. All right. Oh. Okay, so I know you have to hit green first when you go for this. But if I can achieve that, then, we should be good.
Nice shot.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember. I think I remember. That wasn't green first. That wasn't even close, my guy. You did not even give that a chance. Like, I don't really care where it ended up because that's not a reflection on where it could have been. But, like, wow, that was horrendous. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Nice break.
That could have been easily another 2 on the scorecard, which we absolutely need every single one of those that we can take. Especially with this scorecard. We're minus 16 through 15. So we need. Wow, okay, so we just need Eagle, Birdie, Eagle again, and then we'll be good. That's all. Ooh-wee. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can make this cut through like that, but when we're trying to make a bit of a well, we need Eagle here, that's the thing, but it's just kind of like, I don't want to tempt it right now, I guess.
Nice shot.
Oh, good, Zen. I was gonna say, once you get the audio figured out, you'll be rolling. I know we're using 7 here, but like, I'm gonna club up a couple times and just have it. Well, actually, the wind's with us, so. But I do want to keep it under the wind, so yeah, we will go with this. Question is how hard. So. Okay. Nah. What in the actual fuck is that? We got launch roll with the 3? I know, like I said, I knew the wind was with us, but like, what in the actual fuck? Oh, great. Okay, brain, don't malfunction when we're at the finish line. We can't go par. That just simply won't do. I feel like this will, though. It absolutely did. Wow. Okay. Nice save. Thank you, Ike. And thank you, Dylan. Yeah, we're trying, man. Like, we are really trying to stay in this. Like, we're holding on by a thread. Like, if we can go hole 1 Albie, that would be the minus 22, and that would be absolutely insane. But, alright. 17. Oh, God, with max wins. The question is, do I think 3 iron can make it up in this instance? It is max wins, it's just not completely with us. That's a tough call. You know what? I'm gonna say that actually. I am gonna go with 3
Nice shot.
iron. Never mind. Hey, it got taken a lot farther than I thought. But I mean, we're on the green, I guess. I mean, this would be a hell of a putt, but a 76 footer. All right, baby. We can do this. Save the game. Come on. I mean, considering we're going to have to cook this putt, I can't imagine it's going to break more than this. Right? Man, really nice. Hold on. Let me just... I'm going to reset that completely just to see where I think would be good. Yep. Nah. Too far. Good speed. Too far. Very nice birdies.
Nice palm.
And there goes the end of my run. We really tried hard to make a like actually solid comeback on that, but hole 17 had to be hole 17. But yeah, seriously, very nice birdies. Ike and AP. Well, we need the Albie. It's front center pin, but the wind is against us. I think that's just enough against us to where we can't make it. Like, even me. I don't even think that I can make it. I don't know. Whoa, okay. Ike went for it. Ike's just like, we can make it. Oh. Oh, you made it. Wow. I mean, okay. Well, thanks, Ike, for being the test. Okay. I'm just hoping that somehow I don't end up screwed, because that definitely happens. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. All right. All right. We need this Albie. We need this Albie right now. Come on. Lock it in. Make good choices. Make good choices. Will do. Okay. So we're 188 out. Okay. And then... Hmm. I shorted it. I think that was actually a pretty good line, but I can't believe that I fucking shorted it. I didn't make a good decision. I didn't make a good choice, and now we're here with a really difficult chip up at it because of the weird topography of the green. And we missed. All right, cool. That is such a fun way to end this round. This round has been one hell of a roller coaster, and then it takes to the last fucking 2 holes for that shit to happen again. It's like the game likes to fucking cuck me right around the most devastating parts. Like, right around halfway. Like, you know, you're halfway through the round, and then it just fucks you. And then you get to the end of it, and then it just fucks you again. And you're just like, cool. That would have been a hell of a comeback if we could have pulled a minus fucking 20 out of our goddamn ass from where we started. But, yeah. Oy. Well, GG's, everybody. And this closest to pin means nothing, so just in case for those of you that are watching. But honestly, if you all could, like, wrap this up, because I am tired and it's late and I basically got to go straight to bed, so... It's like, that's why I was kind of back and forth on whether or not I was going to stream, or I should say, do the tournament match, or stream it all, really. Boy, was that close for Taylor. I going with the putt. Oof. That was close for Ike, too. Oh, shit. I forgot to get a screenshot because I was mad. God damn it. Oh, well. I hope somebody else got the screeny. I got the screeny for the first game, and I can always go back and get it again from, you know, the stream recording. But, yeah.